So now it's time to make a request. We know how to make a request, we know how to send that request, we know how to get a response. But we did not test this yet. We need to make an actual test. How can we do that? Well, we need to do that. We need a URL. We need a service that is going to allow us to make a request. And fortunately, there are many services online that allow you to make requests and receive responses, receive just fake data in order to test your AJAX and your applications. And one of these services is called JSON Placeholder, which is a great service. I would highly recommend using it. It's very simple, and I'm going to be showing you how you can include that service in order to test your application, in order to test your AJAX. So first of all, let me head on over to this service. So first of all, you need to head on over to jsonplaceholder.typicode.com, and this is the service. This is the website of the service. So this service is gonna basically allow you to make requests to these endpoints, and it's gonna return data. It's gonna return data. For example, if you make a request to if you make a GET request to the posts, it's gonna return posts. It's gonna return data, and as you can see, it's gonna return an array of objects. You can make requests to many other endpoints that they have, and you can make different you can use different request methods and get different responses. So let's test this in our application. So how can we test this how can we include this in our application to test our application? Well, first of all, we need the URL. So the URL is JSON placeholder.typi.com. So you need to copy this, and then in the URL here, I'm gonna paste it, and make sure that you have at the beginning HTTPS, and then colon, and then // and then we need to make request to one of these endpoints. The endpoint that I'm gonna be using is let's use this one, to-dos. I'm gonna use the to-dos /1. So in case of success, in case this is successful, it's gonna return an empty object. In case of failure, of course, we are gonna get this message, this alert. Let's test now. Let me save here, save all, and let's test. How can we test? Well, to test, we need to run this AJAX in the index.html, and of course we need to include that in the index. So in the index, what I'm gonna do is that here I'm gonna say script, and then source here, and then the source is gonna be equal to the name of the file, which is AJAX. So I'm gonna say here this location and then AJAX, and then I'm gonna save all, and now I'm gonna open this index in the browser. So let me open it in the browser. I'm gonna open this, and then I'm gonna open the index.html in the browser. So as you can see, it will be open in the browser, and as soon as I open it in the browser, it says here we have the data. So it worked successfully. We have this code executed, and then it says we have the data. We have the data means that the status is 200. So the status was successful. The status was the success, and everything was successful, and we here it says we have the data. So this is how you can test your AJAX, and this is in case of success.